Just imagine waking in the middle of the night and you have this guy staring at you. And you're like, oh, what is happening here? He looks at you and says, you have been banned, little asshole. You haven't been banned. Okay, you want to avoid that kind of situation. I know you want. You don't want your account to get banned. So this video is exactly for you. Let's get the ball rolling. Let's go. Let's get it on. Howdy ladies and gentlemen, this is Jordan Alexo. I am the guy who shares the most professional of the professionalist videos online related to Kindle publishing. So if you like this type of videos, want to receive more tips about crazy stuff happening on Kindle publishing, just put a like, subscribe, all those nice things right below. Anyway, let's talk about how you can avoid getting your Kindle account suspended, terminated, all of those little things. And you can see that I don't have my hat, I don't have a leather jacket, I don't have any of those type of things, but I have something special for you. Yes, I do. I have my little hammer. Okay? I have my little hammer. And you want to avoid getting the bad hammer from Amazon. So I have my little hammer, and this means that this video is going to get as serious as it can possibly get. I'm going to share with you 5 stuff so you can avoid your account getting terminated. Also, I'm going to explain what you can do if that happens to you. Okay, what you should do, because I know that in other videos people have been asking me, Jordan, make a video explaining about how I can get my account back. Okay, so I'm going to talk about that later on in my video. Okay, let's talk about the first thing. Numero uno. Okay, number 1. This is something that nobody out there is talking about, and it kind of glues everything together. And it is simply to avoid publishing massive quantities of books on Amazon. Who talks about that? Nobody. Nobody talks about that. And I'm going to explain the idea behind this. Okay, the more books you publish on Amazon, the higher it is the probabilities of your account having a problem with one of those books. This is the reason why I stopped publishing notebooks. Okay, and I had some notebooks performing quite well, but I had a little scare over there with one of my notebooks. Okay, and I decided to stop publishing notebooks, because when it comes to notebooks, I mean, let's say that you publish 5-10 notebooks each day. You have 5-10 notebooks that you can run into many different types of problems with trademarks, copyrights, cover designs being duplicate with others that already exist on Amazon, all those nice things. So the more books that you publish on Amazon, the higher you increase your risks of running into a specific problem, which I'm going to explain next. So this is something you should avoid. You should go for higher quality, even with high content nonfiction books. Usually with high content nonfiction books, or high content nonfiction books, the typical nonfiction books I'm talking about, usually with that type of nonfiction books, it is not common for you to run into problems. But with low content, because you tend to publish a lot more, you usually run into more problems. So even with low content, go for higher quality. Okay, you probably will publish less books, fewer books, but go for higher quality. This can be for higher quality coloring books, puzzle books, and all of those things. Because the more books you publish, eventually you may run into some kind of issues, especially with notebooks. Okay, so that is the first thing. Avoid massive publishing where you get to a point where you're just not paying attention to what you are publishing on Amazon, and go for higher quality non-fiction books. Okay, the second thing, cover designs, especially when it comes to, once again, low content. Okay, low content, if you are publishing plenty of little notebooks and so on, and you're using Canva, certainly other publishers are using Canva, and what may happen is you may publish a notebook or other types of books similar to notebooks, guest books, or whatever, and everyone and their mom is using Canva. So you run to the problem of publishing a low content book that has a same cover design has another one already published. So with any kind of non-fiction book, you should always check the market and see the covers are there, so you don't happen to publish a non-fiction book that has already the same cover design has another one out there. You want to avoid that kind of stuff. Amazon doesn't like it. You don't want it. You don't want to have problems with the banhammer of Amazon. Okay, so avoid that. The third thing, content, especially when it comes to high content non-fiction books. Okay, this is something that you should always check. Okay, always check. When you receive your non-fiction book from a ghostwriter company, it doesn't matter which one it is. Okay, it doesn't matter. What you should do is always check for duplicate content. You got a website called Copyscape. You have other websites out there. Go to those websites. Put the test on from your document over there. See if it's duplicate content, because you don't want to publish a book that has duplicate content, because Amazon won't take long to analyze that and see that that content already exists online. And Amazon doesn't care where you got your book. It doesn't care if you got from urban writers. You can cry all day. They don't care. Once they saw that you have duplicate content, you can come with all of the excuses. If your account gets suspended, terminated, and so on, they don't care. Okay, so avoid it. And the way for you to avoid it is whenever you receive a book from a ghostwriter company, go to Copyscape or go to another website and see if the content is duplicated or not. If you see everything is okay, green lights, publish your book. The fourth thing, avoid trademark and copyright stuff. Okay, I already did a lot of stupid things when it comes to that. One of them was publishing unofficial Harry Potter book. I thought that nothing was wrong with it, and honestly, when I analyzed the information about unofficial Harry Potter, there was an author that initially published a book about that, and she contacted J.K. Rowling to see if there was an issue. There wasn't an issue with that, and there's kind of not an issue with publishing that something that is not unofficial, but I would just avoid all of that, like unofficial Minecraft books, unofficial Disney books, anything that has a copyright term, just avoid it. Okay, there's a website where you can go. I'm going to leave over below on the description from this video a link where you can check and see if there is a copyright or a trademark on the term of that you are going to use to publish your book. Okay, this is something that you should immediately analyze before you even order your book, because you don't want to order a book where you already are ordering a book on a copyright or a trademark term. Okay, you want to avoid that, because this is something that Amazon takes very, very seriously. And if you publish a book, or if you keep, probably the first time around they may just give you an expansion, but if you keep doing the same thing, they will terminate your account, and once they terminate your account, you know, it's game over. So just stay away from anything. Okay, even if you know that there shouldn't be any kind of issue, just avoid any of the type of things like Harry Potter, Disney, and other terms out there that have this kind of trademark, copyright things, because when it comes to Amazon, I guess they have like a system that is automatically checking books for this type of terms and checking and seeing if everything is right. Okay, so it is automatically done. It's not a person that goes there. Probably they also have people that go there and check, but you just want to avoid that kind of stuff. Okay, the fifth thing is to avoid using pen names, faking that you are someone else. Okay, this is something that I already saw a few people doing. For example, you decide to publish a few books and you use a pen name that is similar to J.K. Rowling, And some people do this because they think that, if I use a pen name thinking that I'm someone else, I will get a lot of customers thinking that I am that person, and they will buy my book because they think that I am that person. That is something that you want to avoid, okay? Come with an original pen name for your books. Don't use anything that already exists out there. You want to avoid that. And the sixth thing, I was just going to talk about 5, but I'm going to give you a bonus one, is using misleading titles. For example, use this diet and you will lose 15 pounds in 7 days. That kind of titles you want to avoid on your book. I know that, unfortunately, that kind of titles tend to sell pretty well, but you want to avoid that kind of titles on Amazon because it's misleading and may get your account at least flagged. I probably wouldn't get immediately terminated, but it can get flagged, and you want to avoid that kind of situations. Okay, so I spoke about 6 things that you should avoid. Now, what should you do if your account gets suspended or even worse, terminated? Sometimes when it's minor things, your account may get suspended for a few days. If that happens, just wait those few days and then you have your account back and nothing wrong. If your account gets suspended for, let's say, an indeterminate amount of time, what you should do is, even terminated, the same thing, what you should do is contact the Amazon support, okay? You should contact Amazon support. Whatever is the reason, you should try to prove that you did nothing wrong, okay? So this is what you should do. Even if your account got suspended for an indeterminate amount of time or terminated or whatever, you should contact Amazon support because I can't resolve your problem. I know that some people sometimes leave comments saying, Jordan, what I can do, can you do something? I can't do anything. You got to talk with Amazon, you know, just telephone Jeff Bezos asking for your account back or something like that. I don't know what you can do. And so what you can do is really just contact Amazon and see how things go. Try to explain your side. The problem that I noticed with Amazon is many times what happens is they have an automatic system where you just get replies from a machine. So you send a message, they send a message back, but it's from a machine, and then you send once again another message and you get the same message back. So if you got your account suspended, there is still a chance that you can get your account back. Now if you got your account terminated, well, that is I would say you got hammered. You got hammered. I mean, once you get your account terminated, it's extremely hard for you to get your account back. You're probably not going to get your account back, okay? Got to be honest with that. What you can do is, and the problem when you get your account terminated, one of the problems is that you can't open a second account. Amazon doesn't allow you to do that. The only thing that you can do is create your own LLC. I recommend for you to create one in the US, and you can use that LLC to open another account on Amazon. But you really need to see if it's worth it or not, okay? Sometimes it might not be worth it, depending on, Okay, so that is what you can do. That is what you should avoid. If you have any questions related to Kindle Publishing, you can leave them right below. Also, check out my newest course called Self-Publishing Money Machine. Got a link right below. In this course, I explain everything that you need to learn so you can scale up your business to $1,000 per month and keep on scaling your business month after month so you can make a lot more money. That is all for now. Stay tuned with Jordan Alexo, and bye.